ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rum and Regret podcast. I am Andy Drake.
Johanna Myers.
Nate Tussey, and we drink and we know things.
Today is Wednesday, October 2nd, and that's right, we are officially in spooky season, everybody.
Woo!
I really want to do what we've done for the last 2 years and make Nate watch scary movies. Can we do that for our next podcast?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, can we try to get Mr. Soup on
Yeah.
to contribute?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got a chat. Fired up.
All right, yeah, we'll do that. So let's make Nate watch scary movies, and hopefully that'll be our next podcast.
I mean, okay.
I have some thoughts already, so
okay, good.
I have some movies in the can.
Good. So Joe, no horror corner this week.
No horror corner.
So I'm gonna lift you up.
All right.
Since it's October, I'm doing something I've always wanted to do, but never had the sort of impetus to do it.
Pierce your nipples.
No.
Okay, which horror movies are you watching in a row?
I'm trying a 31 for 31.
Ooh. You're not just doing all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. You're doing 30 days of horror.
You better be tracking this because we expect a report at the end.
I am tracking this. I'm so far I'm holding serve, which is good.
Nice.
And I'm trying to limit it to stuff that I haven't seen because I want to sort of broaden the horizon. Somebody, I belong to this Facebook group that's like Shudder horror fans, right? And they posted all the horror movies that are on all the different networks, right? In these cool little graphics. So I'm just like, dude, I literally have a list all right here of stuff that I just haven't seen that I could totally go for. So yesterday, October 1st, I watched a movie called Arcadian on Hulu, which is Nick Cage. Movie came out this year, and it is a near future apocalypse movie. Think of it in the vein of A Quiet Place, but a different
I have
take.
seen something about that.
Yeah, a different take on it. I really like this movie. It's on Hulu. It's free on Hulu right now. So if you want to give it a watch, go for it. Second, I didn't watch this when it came out, but it's free on Peacock now. Studio 666.
Oh shit.
This is on Peacock, and this is the Foo Fighters horror movie that came out, I think, like 3 years ago? Maybe something like that. But anyway, fun movie, great movie. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see if I can hold to it and keep through it all through October. But yeah, I will certainly update as we go along, and hopefully this will give me some fodder for our make Nate watch scary movies.
Oh no! I don't want to. You better not feed me the trash that you guys discover. Give me some decent shit there. Is Salem's Lot a movie, and is that coming out?
Salem's Lot comes out tomorrow on Max.
Is it a series or a remake of the movie?
It is a remake of the movie that came out in '70s. So
I want that to be one of them if I can throw in my own option.
No, okay. Just feel free to put in some extra credit, but we're gonna need to suggest them for you. But yeah, Salem's Lot, the remake of the 70s-ish movie is coming out tomorrow on Max.
Nice.
But in terms of series, season 3 of From is back on MGM, and two episodes have dropped, and holy crap, they are swinging for the fucking fences right now, man. This show is so damn good. So From is Harold Perrineau from Lost. He was Michael from Lost. He they end up in a town that you can't get out of.
Oh, so not at all like Lost.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You drive out of town and you drive back into the front of town.
Gotcha. Yeah. Is there a smoke monster and a polar bear?
There are creatures that come out at night.
Oh no!
That are terrifying, and you know how the original, and again, it is very Lost, but you remember how the original Lost was so good in terms of like world building and like kind of sort of giving you an idea, not necessarily what the whole series would be, but just kind of what these people are in for, right?
Yeah, a lot of WTF stuff.
Right. From does that really, really well in that first episode. And you get an idea of again, sort of like kind of what's going on in the town, but not the full story. One of it from season 1 is, I think, one of the best first seasons of a show that I've ever seen.
What?
Yeah.
It was one that like I mainlined because I was like, I have to know what happens. I have to like next.
Yeah, Mr. Soup turned us onto this last year, not last year, or maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Dude, no, it's so good, it's so great. So yeah, it's on MGM though, the MGM streaming service. If you have this, watch it because you will not be disappointed. The second, Hulu has a show that's from the creators of American Horror Story called Grotesquerie. And it's really good. So Niecy Nice plays this like really good, like really sort of disenfranchised cop, right? A detective who is investigating a murder, right? And it's got heavy Seven vibes.
Nice.
Heavy Seven vibes in terms of the sort of creativeness of the murders and what the murders might mean. But they don't where in Seven they kind of find out what they're up against in the Seven Deadly Sins. We're 2 episodes into Grotesquerie. We don't know what the hell's going on with these murders, why these people are targeted, and why they're getting set up in a certain way. So 2 episodes in, it's really good. It's so if you want some good horror stuff to chew on, for lack of a better term, go for it.
Yeah, the poster has got a very Seven kind of vibe to it.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. So that's my bit of the horror corner. Nate, you have anything to add to the horror corner?
Kind of horror adjacent. It's a game.
Okay.
That just launched into early access, and even though the very young, very lean development team was not ready to launch it, apparently the fan base was just like, give us something because it's fucking amazing. So imagine like Terminator 2 after Judgment Day in somewhere in 20XX. They don't know what year it is anymore. There's like the West Coast is basically a desert, but not of sand, of ash from all the people and destroyed stuff. And you're basically a scavenger with like this kind of crazy big backpack that has a bunch of different slots, and you're basically going out to try and find water and food and ammo, and you're trying to keep this little underground enclave alive. It has a real-time like water management system where like it has a 24-hour clock, and if you don't bring water back it kills people.
No.
So not only is it intense, it's insanely hard. So it's a survival, third person shooter, but it's an extract shooter also. So you have all these little zones you have to go into, find the stuff and make it out. You can play with up to 4 players, or you can like eventually in the game recruit just computer controlled guys. Like I have a scavenger bot. It's basically like this big spider crazy walker thing. It's just everything's all piecemeal. Although all the like mechs and that kind of thing are all just kind of tinkered together from certain factions. Sure. But then there are other factions that are like literally cyborg Terminator hunter killers coming to get you.
But no way.
But the backdrop to this thing is all of these factions are at war, and you're just this little scavenger little mouse trying to find a little piece of cheese and get back. without dying.
Oh crap! So you're not affiliated with any of these?
No.
Oh, dude.
Apparently, you can get some missions from them eventually. Like I'm stuck on the 3rd mission. I've been playing this thing for 3 days, kind of off and on in my spare time. It's really hard. I died in the tutorial mission twice before I could get through the tutorial mission. God. Yeah, it's really intense. Like you take a couple bullets and you're dead, kind of thing.
Oh, dude.
So it is a lesson in patience. You have all the kinds of weaponry that you can find and get out and that kind of thing. But if you don't have a silencer, you better not shoot unless you absolutely have to. Otherwise, floating drone looks like the Imperial probe drone, but has a gun on the bottom of it that can literally fly. Like will come over and execute you. Yeah, it's intense. It's really good. It's super alpha before alpha, kind of barely playable stage right now.
Sure.
Because it's early access, so it probably won't get a full release for at least a year. But they released it in early access for like $24 and sold like 40,000 units. Because yeah. So apparently it was going to be it's called the Forever Winter.
Okay.
And it was apparently going to be an art book originally. These are like a bunch of artist friends that are also programmers that made this crazy cool dystopian sci-fi, like Geiger meets, and it's not even Geiger. It's way further out there than Geiger.
Okay.
A bunch of these different styles that kind of mash together. So there's these giant towers and giant statues with like crucified figures, but the crucifix is like wrought iron left over from a freeway. Like it's I can't even really explain it. I'll share the trailer with you guys. It just came out a couple months ago with the official trailer, but it's intense and literally I found myself holding my breath at points because I'm just like tucked in this little corner while these two factions are shooting the shit out of each other 15 feet in front of me. But thankfully, if you're like crouched and you don't move and you got this like weird rig of piping on your back to carry shit, you kind of blend into the background.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Fuck. It's really good.
Wow.
And the sounds like that would send my anxiety through the fucking roof.
Yeah, it's just the art style alone is worth the $20 just to see the stuff that these guys come up with is.
Oh, sure.
Insane.
What's this called again?
The Forever Winter.
The Forever Winter. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you guys the link to the trailer. It's man.
Okay.
Kind of mind-bending, really good, very hard type stuff.
All right.
Yeah. Highly recommend it.
Nice.
Okay. What was the other thing? I finished Evil.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's horror adjacent.
Yes.
Really good. Really enjoyed it. You could really tell they didn't want to wrap it up when they had to.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer. But, they left it open enough that hopefully Netflix will come save it or something.
Come on. Cross your fingers, man.
Yeah. It's really good. It's real good.
Yeah.
I want to know more about the, what was it? The golden particles that got shot through his head. Like I want to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I want to know more. Yeah, I think that's it as far as any kind of evil horror adjacent stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Other than I have bat wings I need to put on these cats and take pictures.
Right.
So, freaking bats.
Yeah. All right. With that, let's move over to the watch list, and this is going to be short and sweet because we finished a lot. I wrapped up a lot of the stuff that we were watching last time we potted, so we have finished a bunch of shows, but we have moved on to new ones that we have just been waiting to get to, and a lot of it is happening on Hulu right now. Nate, you'd be happy to know that we finally started Shogun.
Dude, it's so good.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah.
It starts slow, but they're building an entire world, and it's so good. God.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're on episode 4, and it's
nice. Oh, you're deep.
Like
in
it was.
then.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. So it's funny. We watched. We watched episode 4 last night, and Jimmy's like, "We've only watched 3 episodes. Like, I feel like we've watched an entire season already." Like,
yeah. Well, they're so like full episodes. They're not like 37 minutes or whatever.
Right. Yeah. So it's but no, man, it's such a great show.
Yeah.
Also
I saw a real good, sorry, before you move on from Shogun.
Go ahead.
I saw a real good side by side. I'll have to send it to you that basically has The Last Samurai and the Shogun like next to each other. One is like white people in Japan, Shogun. Historically accurate, barely any white people in Japan.
Right.
Like 10 bullet points that just eviscerate The Last Samurai, even though it's one
of
my all-time favorite
movies.
Funny.
But yeah,
I'll send it to you.
That's good. Yeah, definitely. And then keeping on the Emmy kick, we started watching The Bear as well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's an intense show.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word for it. That first season is pretty great. Yeah.
God, it's such a great show. Again, Hulu's really bringing it with their stuff, and man, really, really good. Also happening on Hulu, Only Murders in the Building. We're about midway through, getting close to sort of the who and what is going on. Again, great cameos this season, and again, Steve Martin Short, they're bringing it. It's so great. Selena Gomez is fantastic as well. But man, such a great show. Let's move over to Amazon Prime, Rings of Power. Holy crap. Loving this season.
Yeah, it's a little spotty for me.
Oh, really?
Overall, I really enjoy it, but there are some like lows that are just like, oh, Jesus, why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. Most powerful archers in the world, and they're going to go meet the orcs in the field. Like, come on. Guys.
Right.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Overall, I really enjoy it. The acting is, in general, really fucking good. And the guy playing the king of the dwarves.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Celebrimbor are just like the best. So
yeah.
It really makes me want to play those Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor games again.
Oh, that's right.
Remember those? Really amazing. Hopefully they make a sequel or the third of the trilogy for that. But every time I hear Celebrimbor, I'm like, oh, I know who that is from the game, not from the books, from the game.
All right. So. Yeah. But no, man, I'm actually loving it. I'm loving this season. I think it's really good. I again, just seeing the deception of Sauron, I think is really good. And I just think the fact that they had the balls to write this and actually play it out. And, I think it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon planned for 5 seasons. So third season was greenlit. So
yeah.
And to your point, really great to see not just him as the like tank on the battlefield or the, necromancer in the ether, but like his manipulations and his illusions and the corruption and all of that. It's really, really well done. Finale is tomorrow night.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's crazy. Yeah.
I might have to watch this with Ma when I go and visit her in a couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully she won't pick it apart too much.
She will. It's Ma.
Hey, Tom Bombadil is in this fucking season, so come on. Right? And the actor that plays him is fantastic.
Really good. Yeah. I would love to get Cindy's take on Rings of Power. And happy birthday, Cindy, by the way. I know you just had a birthday, so happy birthday if you listen.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday. Didn't she gave us notes on Rings of Power last season, right? I feel like
I think so. Yes, she did.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, let's keep that going. That's great.
Yeah, we need to see
I'll Clockwork Orange her when I'm there and make her watch.
Right. There you go.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to have to do that.
Right.
I mean, maybe.
But next year, let's get to something that we've all seen. The Penguin on Max. Holy crap, guys. This is good.
I know. I told you.
I still can't believe that's Colin Farrell. Every time I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah. I don't see him in that role at all. Like, I just see the Penguin. It's so fucking well done.
And his accent, like every once in a while when he says things that are just that little, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, oh God. just that little like weird New Yorker accent.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Andy, I'm trying to think of in Waiting, the dishwasher. How does he say the one word that I love so much?
Oh,
this is a deep cut for our audience here.
Right. No, it's but it's a W word, right? And it's like,
oh god, what is it?
It's got like it doesn't need a no. It's like it's weird, but it's weird. You know, like it's got an O where it doesn't need an O or something like that.
Oh god, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
but the penguin does that, and I'm just like, oh my god, I love it so much.
Nice,
right? Yeah,
yeah. As good as Colin Farrell is, like his coast, like was it Kristen Milioti?
Kristen Milioti
is fucking steals every scene that she's in.
Yeah,
what a fantastic actress! Oh my god.
Yeah, Foist. So great as the
that's what it is.
Arkham
Foist
graduate.
It's at first he says Foist.
Foist. Yes,
but it's that kind of accent that I'm
like
just like
Foist. Oz Cobb.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
No, it's This is it's great storytelling. It's incredible acting, and just. I mean, what every really good sort of movie needs, and the fact that they can pull off such an interesting side story. And again, I'm going to put this out there that in terms of comic book villainry, Batman probably has the most interesting group of villains out there.
Oh, for
right?
Sure.
Just in terms of their stories, in terms of how they've been fleshed out. 85 years is definitely a rich history of sort of villains and how these people...
Really good villains, but also some real stinkers.
No, of course. They have hit as much as they've missed. Yeah. Let's just put it that way. But to pick someone who necessarily wasn't the focus of the movie, right? But to give him such a great story, mm-hmm. and to give him, twice the time of the movie, really, right? To come out and tell his story and how he works the inner workings of the Gotham mob circuit, right? It's incredible so far.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like an hour long each, right?
Yeah.
Close. Okay, so 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was fantastic in the Batman. Like,
right.
And yeah, he's just killing it.
Yeah, I didn't expect to like this as much. And they Max is doing the inside the episodes at the end of the episode, but mm-hmm. then they also have it's one of those shows where they do these really great musical credits, like after the after episode 2, this band called Floor Cry does a really great version of Happy Together.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
intense. Yeah.
That I have since added to my playlist and have listened to every day since I've watched that episode.
Nice.
But yeah, man, it's just effing incredible. Joe, what are your thoughts on Penguin so far?
So I do have a couple notes. First of all, like my one kind of thing that I'm just like hung up on is the Vic Penguin storyline. I'm like, Penguin, you should have fucking killed him. He's a liability.
Yeah.
And Vic, you should run fast and far. What are you doing? So I know this is building the story, but like my inner gut is just like, no, this should never be happening.
Yeah, it's gonna suck when he takes a bullet for Penguin.
Yeah.
Well,
and they're gonna make us love him, and then it's gonna hurt even that much.
Penguin's gonna double cross him to save his ass or some shit. Like it's,
or he's gonna save him and double cross the family or whatever. Who knows?
But I think that was good in establishing that, like, Penguin isn't the Penguin of the comics yet. Like he doesn't necessarily have resources yet. Like he literally needed to pull a kid that was robbing his car to have a henchman. Right. So I actually really, while it was nuts how Vic just sort of, I mean, but again, he's saving his life essentially, right, by accepting to work for Penguin. Like I thought that was really good, in just like, oh yeah, he needs a lackey, like he needs someone,
Yeah.
you know.
And the fact that the kid has a stutter, and so Penguin's like gonna be like, "Oh, you're,
yeah,
you have not like a deformity is not the right word, but you have something you're trying to, something like me when you're not."
Also challenged. Yeah.
Yes. Trying to say this in the most PC way.
Right.
He's a fucking rage. I mean, Jobin, God.
So I could see where Penguin's like, getting a fondness for this kid, and
Yeah.
kindred spirits kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Purple Maserati is one of my all-time favorite side characters in this
Oh my god!
show.
Right.
Oh my god!
It's like very subtle, Oz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's got the purple suit to go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, he's
Yeah.
legit pimp like, in the city after the flood. I do love how they dovetailed right from the movie. And then and then 1 week later, oh god, this is the show.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. I'm excited. Next episode is what, Sunday, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
A couple other notes just on casting. I was so happy to see what's her bucket? Falcone's daughter's therapist is Theo Rossi. He was Juice in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, right.
And I was like, oh my god, if he was my therapist, he would get jailed.
There's some theory crafting that he's a villain. He's a Batman villain. Let me look it up. Yeah, let me look it up.
Well, just that whole scene, like, I get that he's trying to calm her down, but I'm like, getting real close there.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be some over the clothes hand action or something.
Yeah, or like a little smooch, like,
like, doctor, this is very unprofessional.
Oh, hands in there.
Yeah.
And then I can't find or remember her name, but the matriarch of the Salvatore.
Yeah.
I love her voice, the gravelly voice lady. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I always get it wrong. Shoray something.
I can never pronounce her name properly.
Nadia Moroni, Salvatore's wife.
Yeah, we all know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just can't remember.
When she
Agdashlu.
When she popped up, I was like, I love her.
It's called her Dash.
She's the best mom.
Oh, it's Shoray. Yeah. Shoray Dashlu. Yeah, we'll just call her Show. How about that?
Right.
Yes, she's amazing at everything.
Yeah.
So the theory is that he could be the Penguin's version of Hugo Strange or the Scarecrow, because they're both psychologists apparently.
Okay.
So.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Let's see a Theo Scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Can't wait to see how this plays out.
I know,
because it's
right?
so good.
Hugo Strange would be cool. We haven't actually seen a Hugo Strange on the screen before.
No, they did him in what was the
live action?
Yeah, not in the the Gotham series.
Oh, I never watched that.
Oh, I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, nice.
Cameron Monaghan as the Joker,
right,
was fantastic. And then, but it was B.D. Wong as Doctor Strange, and he was good.
Doctor Strange? What?
No, not Doctor Strange.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Hugo Strange.
Yeah. Hugo Strange. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is a doctor technically.
I know, but Doctor Strange, that's a multiverse. They could find
it is
the DC
right.
Switch. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Please don't.
So anyway, if you guys haven't started Penguin yet, start it.
Yeah.
You won't be upset.
Even like the grunts are good. Like the cast is pretty good, soup to nuts in this.
Yeah.
I swear.
Sophia Falcone is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to see her unhinged or not.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Literally a serial killer. Literally has a serial killer name.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you guys should fucking snap to attention when I'm in the room,
Right.
knowing what I'm capable of. Johnny.
Yeah,
VD.
I can't wait to see when now that her and Penguin are in cahoots, what they do together. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, same.
And the music in this is just top notch.
Everything. The city is fantastic.
Yeah,
everything's great.
That's my take on it.
Yeah, excellent take. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for the watch list this week.
Oh, I got one.
All right, what do you got, Nate?
Vox Machina season 3, baby, midnight tonight. Let's go.
Oh, it is midnight.
Midnight tonight. Yep.
Oh god! Okay. Am I going to be a psychopath and watch it at midnight, or am I going to wait till tomorrow
definitely
morning?
watching it at midnight. Well, I don't know. Actually, I've had like 4 hours of sleep the last couple of days. So.
Ooh.
Well, I'm definitely watching it tomorrow.
The forever winter is taking a heavy toll. Let's just leave
campaign 2 is taking a heavy toll.
Yeah, especially those last ones. Those are insane.
Oh god, it was intense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Andy, for putting up with my shit posting.
Yeah, dude. I'm just waiting for Andy to get hooked eventually. This is going to be a thing.
All right, yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to mention too is that we're going to get a lot of Lance Reddick in this episode because he recorded all of his work before he passed.
Nice.
So, yeah, I know it's going to be a good send off for his voice at least. So,
yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Let's make it extra emotional.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of that happening. So, fuck, 2024 has been rough.
Oh yeah. Well, we can speak on that after the Marvel.
I know. I was going to try to dovetail it, but it doesn't really dovetail well. We kind of end with that.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Nate, I will pass to you.
I was gonna see if I had any other watch list stuff. Oh, guess what? There's this show called Agatha. Have you guys seen it yet?
We've watched it. Yeah, we're caught up.
Joe,
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
Nope.
It's witches. You haven't watched it? It's witches. It's literally a show about a coven of witches.
I've had a lot of things on my plate.
Oh, that's right. Season 2. Okay, so watch now. You can take a break and watch Agatha. You'll enjoy it. It's really fun.
But campaign 3.
No, you don't get to touch campaign 3, Joe, until you finish the in between playlist.
Damn.
There's a lot there too. There's at least 10 things you got to watch. So give yourself a break and watch some contemporary entertainment.
Wipe the blood from your nose and take a break.
Yeah, watch something that was made in the last year. Okay,
I watched The Penguin.
That's true. Okay, the one thing. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine sets records across every medium. Released on digital yesterday and broke Fandango, Vudu, like tons of different places you could buy the digital copy of it. Broke every record.
Oh wow!
Most purchased digital thing on release day ever. Steelbook pre-order is up on Amazon, and you can choose between a Deadpool cover with some Wolverine at the bottom or a Wolverine cover with some Deadpool at the bottom. The Deadpool one sold out immediately. So this is pre-orders. It doesn't even come out until the 22nd. There are a couple Wolverine ones are still available, but I'm not paying $65 for a DVD of a movie that I've already seen 3 times.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's cool, a steelbook and everything. I just don't have room for more physical media. But I will be buying this on 4K, Ultra HD, Blu-ray, whatever it's called now. When it's not $65. So that's good. Apparently there's a ton of special features, a ton of behind the scenes. They released Emergency Awesome, did a bit on some of the deleted scenes and some of the things that they released recently to coincide with the launch. So yeah, bunch of great stuff. There's a bunch of gag reel of Chris Evans and his pontification at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Which is worth it in my book. Yeah. So there's that. As far as big MCU news, Disney launched an actual like TV channel? Question mark. Disney Plus has a TV channel that's not an on-demand channel. It's regular programming. So like ABC 7 News or what? Like it literally launched a terrestrial cable station. Yeah, very strange, but okay. You guys do what you gotta do. Sure. Yeah, super weird. I'm gonna pull the article real quick because it's like,
okay.
Here's a snapshot of the channel's content. Black Panther at 7:15. At 9:30, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. At 12:11 a.m., Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. And at 2:34 a.m., The Mandalorian Chapter 1. Like, okay, my brain can't handle that. I'm not gonna. Go through a bunch of different fandoms back to back. Yeah, so best of luck. Stop raising the price, you greedy fucks. How about that?
Oh yeah, I just got that notice of like, we're jacking your price up.
Yeah, so who do you have for your cell phone, Joe?
Verizon.
Okay, so you can get the 3-pack of Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, even though you'll never use that part, for $10 a month if you put it on your Verizon bill.
Oh, okay.
So you can bypass that. I did that a couple months ago, I think.
Kitty.
Hi, Kitty. Mom, Kitty's being a dildo. Let's see. What else do we have here? Agatha All Along gets review bombed because we can't have nice things and people can't handle a show about witches like this close to Halloween. I don't know. I give up unless you're wearing eyeliner and pretending to be an alpha male. Apparently you can't succeed with this group.
Did the Disney Plus hate YouTube like world? It's deep.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't realize how deep it was until like the Acolyte stuff hit.
Uh-huh.
But
yeah, if there's any like women or people of color or anything that has to do with being what they consider woke or whatever, it's a fucking bloodbath. People have go touch some grass and stop being an asshole.
Yeah.
Ugh. Makes me sick. Moving on. What is this? Oh, did you guys happen to catch that Thunderbolts trailer that was released?
Yes.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic. Red Guardian is in his little shitty apartment. Yelena Belova rings the doorbell. Leave food on doorstep. I select that your DoorDash superiors will be notified of your insubordination. It's one of my favorite things. The back and forth between them, and I think I might try to pull off Red Guardian if I can figure out a suit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I mean, I got the belly and the beard. Let's go. We'll make it work. Still fits. Let's see.
Addie could be Yelena.
Exactly. Yeah, we already have a bunch of stuff that we made for her Black Widow thing.
Oh yeah,
3D printed weapons and other accoutrement. Let me grab this here. All 7 Marvel actors confirmed to appear in James Gunn's Superman movie. I thought it would be kind of fun. So let's see. Isabella Merced was in Madam Web. She's going to be Hot Girl, apparently. Interesting. Don't know.
Madam Web is considered MCU?
It's Marvel. It doesn't say
MCU.
Okay. Yeah, this is just from the Marvel actor. Nate Fillion.
Right, Guy Gardner.
Yeah, which will be great. He was in the third Guardians movie, so there's your connection there. I'm getting spammed like crazy lately. Okay. Edie Gatheri, and murdered his last name, is Mr. Terrific, and he was in X-Men First Class.
That's right.
One of the guys that died early. Nicholas Hoult apparently is going to be Lex Luthor, so obviously
that
his
is
Beast. Michaela Hoover is Cat Grant, and it looks like she did the voice of Floor. Oh, from Guardians 3, the rabbit.
Okay.
Sean Gunn, Maxwell Lord, obviously we know who he is from Guardians. Frank Grillo is Rick Flag Sr. apparently in this.
That's correct.
We'll see how that goes. Obviously, he was all over his Crossbones and all the Marvel stuff. And then there's a couple other people I have no idea who they are. Anyway, I just thought that'd be fun. That movie looks like it's going to be good, and the what's the name of the lead?
David Cornsweet.
Yeah. Did you see his recent post? He's fucking jacked.
Oh, like, dude, no, that's from a while ago. That's so when they announced him getting insane. The part. Then like a week later, he posted that. But no, yeah, dude's jacked.
Well, I saw one recently where it was a recent article talking about how he tried to gain as much weight as possible. So I don't know if that's alluding to that.
Yeah, no,
he doesn't look anything like some of this media that shows him as this baby faced whatever. He's a fucking beast in these pictures. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Like Cavill's probably the best physically, but good lord, that guy's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Oh, okay. So this is not Marvel related, but Henry Cavill related. Going back to the video games that I was playing, Space Marine 2 was the other game that took over my life and was fantastic. Right. And the developers came out and were like, "Hey guys, there's been a lot of like griefing and stuff online. Don't do that because Henry Cavill's playing this game. You don't want to piss off Henry Cavill, do you?"
Yeah.
It was like one of the best connective posts ever. And then the picture was the Space Marine logo or the Space Marine guy with Henry Cavill's head posted on it. It was
nice.
Fucking great. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming up for Marvel. A lot of new shows coming out this next month, but they're mainly like, there's a Lego show, there's another like a Spider Kids show, and then we've got Agatha. So
yeah,
that's about
the
it.
Lego show, the Star Wars Lego show is out.
Yeah,
it's the Rebuild the Galaxy. Which
is
not basically
not Star Wars. It's a Marvel.
Marvel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a Marvel Lego thing coming out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Now is the time of the night where we honor all that we've lost in this last week. And holy crap, this is a list, guys.
Has it been one person the last 7 days?
Close.
It seems like it. Yeah. It seems like it.
The last 4 days have been especially insane.
Right. Yeah. So again, this month, or I should say September, did not start well.
Yeah.
And certainly didn't end well. But man, these last 7 days has been a lot. So let's roll through just the people we've lost in the last 7 days. John Ashton, Taggart from Beverly Hills Cop, we lost. Dame Maggie Smith, obviously Professor McGonagall from the Harry Potter movies. Chris Christopherson, Whistler from the Blade movies, and a very accomplished singer-songwriter, of course. John Amos. I mean, we have lost both the patriarchs from Coming to America now.
Yeah, he's Sir Big Mix in the big arcs in the sky. Yeah,
Cleo McDowell.
Yeah.
Ken Page, the voice of Oogie Boogie. We lost.
Mr. Oogie Boogie.
And then moving over to sports ball. Jobin, this won't mean much to you. But we lost Pete Rose. He brought the head first slide into existence and basically made it a thing.
All-time hits leader.
Yeah. And then Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, dude.
Also lost this week.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah.
He was a fucking gentleman.
Not in my house.
Not in my house. I do that every time we watch SportsCenter and somebody gets blocked, and Addie hates it. But she was very sad when I told her that news.
Right. Yeah. Probably the most famous. Well, my favorite. I forget what these commercials were even for. But you remember the one with the camel that liked Hump Day? Mike.
Yeah.
Hump Day, right? Dikembe Mutombo had one going around like a.
This is a Geico commercial.
He was a Geico. That's right. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. I completely forgot what that was for. But
happier than a camel on Hump Day. Mike.
Right. Mike. You know what today is?
What day is
Hump
it? Hump day. Woo woo! Yeah.
But yeah,
Wait,
Dikembe Mutombo.
that was the guy? The hump day guy died?
No.
No.
The
no.
Mutombo, giant center, amazing
Yeah, so
humanitarian.
he had his own Geico commercial, basically rejecting people in everyday life, like, and doing the nut in my house. Because almost every time he rejected somebody on the basketball court, he would do his little finger shake.
Not in my house.
And not in my house. Not in my house.
Sorry, guys, I don't know sports ball.
Yeah, that's okay. We have no problem mansplaining this to you.
Yeah, no.
And I will fully accept this form of mansplaining.
Yeah, it's a 7'2" center that blocked everything, but was also like a crazy humanitarian and just an amazing person in general.
Yeah, literally like the gentlest giant.
Yeah,
as gentle a giant could be. At the very young age of 58, he passed away of brain cancer.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't even know he was sick. Like,
fucking fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Because 90% of these have all been cancer related. So
right,
cancer.
and like in the early middle years or whatever midlife crisis stuff too. Yeah.
But I mean, typically, and this news comes in threes. Right? Normally,
this one came in sixes.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't say that. It's not a thing.
It is, though. It totally
is. A thing.
But,
it's a thing.
Hey, you didn't watch the Witches show. You can't superstition me right now, okay?
Oh, good gravy.
Just because I didn't watch the show doesn't mean I'm not a witch.
That's a callback, folks. You see how that works? It's a callback. You know what also comes in threes? The 3 episodes that are out for Agatha.
Good gravy. So that's
boom.
Okay.
That's a double callback.
I'll watch it all.
I just incepted callbacked you.
God. Nate, you're going to start singing the Witch's Road song, aren't you? I think you are.
There's some great media on socials about that. There's this couple. It's a guy and his husband, and he's eating his cereal, and the line in the post is like, "My husband, every time it's Wednesday and we're planning on watching Agatha," and his husband's a singer, so he's doing like the most incredible Broadway version of the Witch's Road song. Gosh, it's serotonin for the soul for sure.
That's funny. Yeah. That's great. But in doing my research for the people who we've lost this last week, I saw how equally shitty September was for people we've lost. We mentioned James Earl Jones last week, or last time we podcasted. Chad McQueen, the bleach blonde kid from Karate Kid, passed away from cancer.
Steve McQueen's son, right?
Which is crazy. Tito Jackson from the Jackson 5 we lost as well. And there, I mean, those aren't the only names that we lost in September.
James Earl Jones, there's a lot.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't realize Phil Donahue died in August. Did you guys realize that?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that at all. Yeah.
And you work in media, Nate. Come on.
I wouldn't say we work in media. Monkeys behind the screen.
Yeah.
I mean, never mind. We work in media.
Yeah. But yeah. So, I mean, the hard-hitting ones for me, obviously all these they had their stakes in popular culture. Dikembe Mutombo, of course, Chris Christopherson, again, just for, sort of going cross from singer to actor, that's not necessarily the easiest bridge to make sometimes. John Amos, though, man, he's been in so much that we have watched. Coming to America, Die Hard 2. Just, man, I mean, so much that he's done. Good Times. I mean, I watched Good Times growing up. That was just, I mean, come on. So, and then obviously Maggie Smith has been in everything.
Yeah, her memorials online have been really touching, like Wands Up stuff at all the theme parks. And it's Beloved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, Chris Christopherson, Maggie Page, or sorry, Maggie Smith, and
Yeah.
Ken Page
Yeah.
are the three that really hit home for me and really just like 16-year-old Joe is sobbing. Like
Right.
just these were people that I grew up with. And it's like, oh God, I'm at that age now where like my heroes are dying.
Yeah.
Right.
We talked
Yeah.
about that in our chat, but that day that Chris Christopherson died, Addie and I watched Blade. It's the first time she'd seen it. It holds up, but that scene at the end is fucking was rough to watch, Joe. You were right.
Oh yeah. That's
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the next time I hear the Highwayman, I'm gonna sob. Like I'm gonna
oh yeah.
ugly fucking cry. Like it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah. Well, and then I mean, watching Studio 666 today and seeing Tyler Hawkins, that was tough.
Ooh, ouch. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's, I mean, we're getting to that age where people that we've looked up to and people that really defined, characters that we've loved and people that we grew up idolizing, of course, in sports, and people that are just have been mainstays on television and movies, unfortunately are getting to that point, and it's not going to get easier as we keep rolling. But I think one of the best things that we can do is, again, just honor what they've done, really respect what they've done, and again, if we continue to call this stuff out and mention it, hopefully we turn someone onto it that hasn't experienced it before, and they can understand maybe just some part of why this means so much to us. I am an almost 50 something. I have one more year left with a 4 in front of my age. That's tough. That's getting tough to swallow. But man, like, I'm at that point where, this is a lot of people that we grew up watching are just, this is their time. So our listeners just might have to deal with a few more of these podcasts where we bring to light, just some of these great, media icons that have defined just a lot of the stuff that we watch and that we've watched that are just near and dear to us.
Yep.
So Rum and Regret team, let's raise one to the people that we've lost.
Cheers.
Cheers. What else do we got, guys? Anything else?
I don't know. Maybe we should leave with that next time.
That's my fault.
No, that's okay.
Fault.
We didn't really discuss it.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of about it.
Support.
Well,
one other thing, I guess.
Right.
It's the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons, folks, for all the nerdy goodness. So they've got a new player's handbook that's out, and the Dungeon Master's Guide comes out soon, and then followed by the Monster Manual. But Facebook Marketplace, man, is fucking dope. So I found, randomly looking around on Facebook Marketplace, found somebody who had, in a like drug-induced fever dream after surgery, had purchased too many copies and wanted to just give one not away for cheap to somebody who wanted to use it. And it's like, there's no way this is legit, right? These books are $59 or $49 or whatever, and he was selling it for $20 on Facebook Marketplace.
Dude.
It's like, okay, I'll drive to Concord to check this out. And ended up talking with him for like 30 minutes. He just got into 3D printing, he's DMing his first campaign. And so I gave him a bunch of pointers, and then was like, hey, I've got a bunch of 3D printing stuff I'm not using. You can just have it. And he's like, what? So yeah, I gave him a whole new setup. And I'm actually looking through my gear right now to see if I could build him a PC, because he has a Mac that's real old. So he's having problems with the 3D software. And I've got carcasses of 3 different systems here that are. If I could probably put something together that's serviceable. But yeah, we've been talking like crazy online, and Facebook friends now. It's super cool, dude. And just
made a friend.
It's I know, right? I'm like, I never, yeah. It's been super cool. So
yeah,
shout out there, Oss, and yeah. Apparently he's like, oh, podcast, right on. Because he saw my rig downstairs. Like, wow, are you streaming or what the hell are you doing down here? It's like, no, podcasting and work and stuff like that. It's like, oh, really? What's your podcast? I'll check it out. I was like, well, okay. So not safe for work. Bunch of Gen X nerds just talking about nerd shit. It's like, yeah. Do you see my shirt? And he's wearing, I think he's wearing like Rebel Moon or not Rebel Moon, Rebel something Star Wars.
Oh, sure.
And I was like, okay. Hold on to your butts. And so he messaged me later. He's like, yeah, listen to that last Skywalker episode. Whoa. I was like, yeah, I know. It's like, wait till you hear the Last Jedi one, because that's an epic 3-episode rant.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway,
nice.
Where was I going with that? So yeah, 50th anniversary of D&D. Get some D&D, folks. There's a lot of free shit online. Play some D&D. It's amazing and therapeutic, and you'll make some friends. So there you go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And just remember, Joker comes out this week.
Oh, that's true.
And Folia Do.
Yeah.
Getting banned, apparently.
I've heard it's a Folia dump.
Yeah. It's number 2.
It is a number 2.
Please, no. I had
oh my God. So, speak of the devil.
I will reserve until I see it.
Yeah.
I don't trust people, so.
Yeah.
I like everything everybody else hates, so I'm like, okay, this is going to be great.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of theaters, Transformers 1. Holy shit, guys.
Yeah, it's on my list. I've been able to go. I've been waiting for Addy. I think I'm just going to have to go.
Yeah. That was a really good movie. I expected, obviously, not having the traditional voice actors for Transformers, who I grew up collecting and watching. I would watch the animated show after I got home from school. Obviously, watch the movie, and the live action movies, which were good. But coming
Sing it,
back. Joe. We got the power. Yeah. But no, this is great. Sort of tells the story of how Optimus and Megatron came to hate each other, right? And it's a good story, man. It was just a really good story, and I think really, really well done. Animation is really good, voice acting is really great, and just the story is one that it didn't necessarily feel forced or anything, but just really took you along for a really great ride. So if you have any inkling towards Transformers or just mildly accept it, it is a fantastic entry, no matter how old you are. Because of the three of us, Xander actually liked it the least. But Jamie and I turned to each other after the movie. We're like, "That was so good."
Oh, really? He's just not a Transformers, I guess, huh?
Like this was really his first foray into Transformers. So,
oh wow, okay. So there's no context then.
Right? Yeah. So again, I could see a little bit where it was wasted on him.
Should traumatize him with the '80s movie.
Right? Yeah. You need to watch the animated show prior to that though, because you need love for the characters to realize the balls they had for that movie.
It was intense, yeah.
To do what they did with the Gen 1 Transformers.
Yeah, the Blu-ray version's actually really well done. It's not like overly color or cropped or anything. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Worth a watch.
I've unfortunately gotten into watching people react to the movie. Which is interesting. So there's this whole YouTube subculture of younger people reacting to older movies, right? I first noticed it when I was watching people watch the original, the 1977 Superman movie, right? And they realized that superhero movies weren't a thing back then, and like just sort of, like with what we had now versus what we had then, like what this movie was and like what it meant to a bunch of people. But yeah, now I some of these same people have
Yeah,
watched the
don't do it.
Transformers movie, and it's funny to listen and to younger people review these movies and react to them in a way where there's like this one person I watched with Transformers specifically was like, does this music just seem out of place for a movie like this? And I'm like, clearly you don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, change all your playlists to 80s rock.
Right.
And
yeah.
then, yeah. Or
Google
pop.
Stan Bush.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. And you'll understand what was going on. And then, but yeah, just
Yeah.
funny.
I've seen a couple of those where it's like horror movie reacts.
Yeah.
But like I don't have the heart to dive into like watching it. Like if there was some kind of like millennials react to Labyrinth, I would be like, I will burn this fucking house down.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Dude, it's definitely a weird
how can you not love this
Yeah.
movie with every ounce of your being?
Yeah, Addie actually asked to watch that again because we watch it
Nice.
like every Halloween, pretty much. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that wraps up yet another Rum and Regret podcast. What are you guys watching these days? What do you guys think of the Penguin so far? And have any of the recent celebrity deaths hit you harder in one way or the other? Let us know. You can find us online on Facebook at the Rum and Regret Podcast, on X at Rum_Regret. Nate, where can they find you?
Yeah, Avid Gamer, AV1D Gamer on all the socials and your gaming platforms of choice, including Steam, where you can come die in the wastelands with me in the forever winter. It's terrifying, but come play it.
Go be friends with Nate online.
Oh no, I'm not. She's such an asshole.
No, you're asking for friends. You are.
Come on, guys. I have
Hashtag-
somebody to play with other than the universe.
Hashtag be friends with Nate.
Yeah, hashtag
Good
get Nate a
fucking
friend.
God.
Get Nate a
Okay.
friend. Hashtag
I'm
get
gonna-
Nate a friend. You heard it here
I'm
first.
I'm gonna put this turkey claw right across your belly.
Ooh, all right. Joe, where can they find you?
Like a 6-foot turkey.
Yeah.
You can find me at joechickadee.com or at joechickadee on all the socials.
You can find me at Crazy Drake on Facebook, Andrew Drake on Twitter, and until the next time, we have spoken. I feel like breakdancing.
They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mick. Nothing from Joe. Well done.
Nothing from Joe. Silence.